2-day trial before I take back my time to make you pay. 30-day trial before I make my mind, and it's a waste. I want to talk about a few of my heavy hitters when it comes to fragrance. These are my clean ones, the easy to reach for clean ones. Some of them are affordable, some of them are luxury, but we're just going to talk about it first because I feel like I have so many different categories of my heavy hitters to share with you guys. So what a better way to start off than with my favorite category. The first one we're going to get into is Breeze from Lattafa. When I first got this in the mail, I sprayed it, I was enjoying it, but I didn't really see that many people talking about it. But on the Clock app, when I looked, they said that this was a dupe of 724 from MFK. At that point, I had never smelled 724, so I could really treat this as a fragrance on its own, just something to enjoy, and I'm glad I did, but also it is very, very close to 724. In the top, this fragrance has bergamot, cardamom, incense. In the middle, it has jasmine and cyclamen, and in the base, it has musk, cedar, and sandalwood. This is a super unique freshie because you don't really find like incense in fragrances that claim to be fresh, but I absolutely love this for when I'm going to be doing a lot of physical activity, when I do events outside. I just love this because it lasts all day, and I want to say that I know for a fact I didn't pay more than like $20 for this. Next is Musk Therapy from Initio. This is like a super bright citrusy fragrance that dries down really well as a skin scent, in my opinion. It's not really separated into top, middle, and base notes, but we have white musk, blackcurrant, bergamot, mandarin orange, magnolia, white sandalwood, and hedion. This one to me is perfectly unisex. I believe that this could go through all seasons. I want to say that when I purchase a very expensive fragrance, I make sure that number one, I can wear it for more than just one season. I wouldn't pay top dollar for something super chocolatey, cinnamony, something that can only be worn in the winter because it just goes against my value. But this one right here hits every single check mark that I have, not only for an expensive fragrance, but just a fragrance to add to my collection, period. As the self-proclaimed clean queen, I needed this one. Next, we have Valaya from Parfums de Marly, and if you follow me on the Clock app, I never get my foot off this one's neck. This is one of my favorite fragrances of all time, not only as a clean queen heavy hitter, but just a heavy hitter in general. I absolutely adore this fragrance. In the top, you have aldehydes, white peach, bergamot, mandarin orange. In the middle, you have orange blossom, lily of the valley, Petalia nympheal, vetiver, and mahonia. And in the base, you have musk, ambroxan, akigala wood, and vanilla. To be honest with you, I do get 90% of these notes. I don't get heavy aldehydes. It's crisp, but it's not something, like, I guess it's not a soapy aldehyde because I have a hard time with those a little bit. But Laya, you guys, it was a long time where I didn't wear anything else, and I'm a fragrance lover, so it really said a lot that I wasn't switching fragrances. A lot of people bounce back and forth with their preference between the OG Valaya and Valaya Exclusive. I did try the Exclusive, but the almond note I just wasn't a fan of. I'm not a super fan of almond in fragrances, but this is the one for me. Next, we have Bal d'Afrique Absolute. I tried the original Bal d'Afrique, and I genuinely didn't know if it was unique enough to have that one and Musk Therapy in my collection. Like, I actually was kind of getting them mixed up at first, to be honest. But when I saw this one and I saw that it had an added praline note and a little bit like more differences, I blind bought this, and like, I wouldn't recommend that, but ultimately I'm glad that I did because it rose to the top of my collection really, really quickly. In the top, we have blackcurrant, bergamot, lemon. In the middle notes, you have praline, musk, and violet. And in the base notes, you have black amber, cedarwood, and vetiver. I'm not a super amber girl, so maybe black amber is a little bit different, but this one is a must in my collection. And again, you'll find a theme. I really am a unisex girly. I love unisex fragrances, but this is one that I genuinely just feel like I probably wouldn't be able to do without in my collection moving forward because it layers with so many different things, but it's also a super banger on its own. Next, we have Delina La Rose. I get a lot of conversation about the OG Delina or Delina Exclusive, but they be leaving my girl out of the conversation. As you could tell by the dent, I really do love this watery rose fragrance. I genuinely do believe that it goes with so many different combos. Like, I know I keep repeating that, but I really need it. In the top, you have lychee, pear, bergamot, and pink pepper. In the middle, you have Turkish rose, peony, watery notes, and floral notes. And in the base, you have white musk, woody notes, and Haitian vetiver. That seems really complicated. I really, to be honest, to my nose, I don't really get all of that. I just get a fresh watery rose. Like, I wouldn't be able to point out all of that stuff. The lychee in this is super tolerable because I do have trouble with lychee notes. Sometimes they just like, they smell good on me, but like they kind of stand out to me. And I don't like when a fragrance is like overpowered and not well blended, if that makes sense. But yeah, again, I would just describe this as a watery rose. I do wear this year round, even though I would primarily describe this as a spring scent, but this has to stay in my clean girl rotation. Even though it's clean and floral, I definitely still count it as the clean girl. And yeah, like, if you like the original and you like the exclusive, please give this a try. Stop leaving her out of the conversation because she deserves to be there. And then last but certainly not least, one that really rose to the top of my collection pretty quickly. I tried a sample of this. I finished the sample very fast. It took me a while to find this one because I'm the clean queen, but also I love a good bargain. I'm going to wait until it makes sense. Sometimes it makes sense to pay full price and sometimes it doesn't. I found this for a really great price. I think I got this on So Avant-Garde on like a sale day or something. Anyways, let me get to the point. I'm sorry. This is a Printemps Blanc from Maison Mataha. This is a white tea, grapefruit, vanilla, sandalwood fragrance. To be honest with you, I'm not getting the grapefruit. I get a little bit of the white tea, but what I mostly get from this is a beautiful, grounded sandalwood fragrance. Let me read the notes exactly as they are, and then we'll dissect it that way. In the top, we have orange blossom and grapefruit. In the middle is jasmine, sambac, and white tea. And in the base is vanilla and sandalwood. I really reach for this one as a skin scent, clean scent, because after a couple of hours it really just feels like it's a part of me. Like, it's a you smell good fragrance, not your perfume smells good. And that's what I really enjoy about this. She is well loved as well. You can see the dent. I have done some damage. When this is empty, I will immediately repurchase it because I wear this with Rebirth from Brown Sugar Babe, which is their interpretation of this fragrance, but it's a little bit warmer, it's a little bit more woody, and that's what I really enjoy about it. I like that this is fresh, I like that this is clean, but I want to draw out that sandalwood, and that's what that body oil does in combination with this. So thank you guys for joining me today and talking about my goats of the Freshie world. What I want to do is make sure that I keep making videos like this and compartmentalize them because I have a lot of favorites in a lot of different categories, but I don't want to overwhelm y'all. Thank you for welcoming me back to YouTube. I am here to stay. This time, I know I say that all the time, but I find with my clock app content that I want to go into depth and I want to say more, but it doesn't lend itself well to videos like over a minute. I think here we could be super comfortable and talk to each other and really just get into what we've been loving lately and the stuff that we really just like to talk about over here. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And then also tell me what you want to see. Next, we're probably going to do my goats for like date night or special occasions or something like that, because I really feel like I have some heavy hitters in that category too. So let me know what you think and I'll see you soon.